Anyway, go ahead.
Noreen lived next door to our family, and she had married Howard and moved in. And she was cleaning out her old childhood home, and she had this great big panda bear who was 6 foot tall. It was a panda, not a teddy bear, a
Yep.
panda,
Yep.
the
The white
Chinese kind.
Yep.
And she had loved him all her life, and she decided now she was grown up and married that she would part with him. So she put him out in the the weekly Friday that came around and collected all the trash, and he was sitting out in the trash. And Grandpa's looking out as he going off to work in the morning, and he saw this big panda bear sitting in the trash, and it attracted him. He said, "Oh, can't let that go." So he picked up the panda bear and took it in, went back in the garage and put it down, and went off to work like a good man that day. And then he thought of his cousin, his brother Ken. He says, what am I going to do with that panda bear? And Ken had his boat out at a mooring in the Bristol Yacht Club. And as they were always trying to think of little things to give each other fun, he said, that panda bear, I'm going down and I'm going to put it on Ken's boat, and it'll be a surprise for him. So he had the time. He wasn't that busy. He got in the car, took the panda, it was really a panda, not a bear, and take it down, and I'm going to put it on his boat. So he got down to the yacht club, and he got out in the yacht club launch, and no, he didn't go in the launch. Alan Gilmore was helping him, and they rowed out in the skiff. I don't think the launch would have liked to have been in on this. So Alan Gilmore was trying to climb up onto the launch, and he tossed the panda up onto Ken's boat by the mast, and Alan Gilmore was trying to help him, and Alan was trying to get from the skiff into Ken's boat, and he fell in between the two. And the two hadn't really been drinking at all, but Ernie helped him, and they got aboard, and they could see it was a little bit windy, and this creature was going to be tossed overboard. So one of them went down, and they got a piece of rope, and they tied it around right up next to the mast. So this panda bear was sitting right up next to the mast, and he was tied around to the mast. And the yacht club steward, who was doing his duty and looked around, and he's taking care of all these boats for their owners, he looked out, and he said, oh, there's somebody on Ken's mast. I don't think Ken was inviting anybody. I wonder what's going on. And he watched and watched, and this person didn't move. He's still out there, and oh, maybe he's going to steal Ken's boat or do something. I better call him up. So he called Ken. Oh, there's somebody down on your butt. Did you let anybody take a turn on your boat, or is anybody going to use your boat? Ken says, no, I didn't tell anybody they could have my boat. Oh, I better go down and check. So Ken got this skiff. He came down, he got in the car and drove down, and then went out in the skiff, and he finds this panda bear. Oh, who would do that? Only Ernie. I can't remember what he did about the bear, but he knew who to blame it on to anyway. And he saw nobody was trying to steal his boat. He was perfectly happy to have it all taken care of, so he went home. I wouldn't say angry. I think he was kind of laughing a little bit about it. He knew who did it.
Didn't he send it up the top of Ernie's mast?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it was
different story.
No, too hot and too accurate.